intimidation. Iba-iba yung bullying. Minsan verbal, minsan physical. Tapos, hindi siya agad-agad nagkakaroon ng physical reaction. Minsan nagsimula talaga siya sa word, sa verbal muna. Kasi sa school, usually sa school, binubuli mo siya, di ba? Yung nanay mo, padot. Sasagot yung isa, yung nanay mo rin, padot. Ay, so, tapos from that, parang sa gitna ng arguments nila, may isang napipikon. Diba? May isang napipikon. So, either, kung hindi huminto yung isa yung nambubuli.
Bullying is forcing or threatening someone to do something that they don't want to do. It could involve physical bullying or through words, or like now, meron yung cyberbullying. So, yeah.
Sometimes kasi sa aggression, you are not being bullied. Didiretsuhin ka na lang. Sometimes dumaan yung bata or ginanon ka na. Kasi parang violent behavior siya, di ba? So, paminsan, yung aggression, nagkakaroon ng violent reaction from bullying. Pwedeng walang bully pero may aggression. Kasi violent reaction siya, violent behavior eh. Pero mostly siguro the aggression is the result of being bullied. Kasi, 'di ba, parang hindi ka magkakaroon ng aggression kung hindi ka binubully. Pero sometimes, parang automatic sa behavior ng bata na meron talaga siyang aggression.
Aggression, I was trying to think about that, the difference between bullying and aggression. And I think there's a very thin line between the two. But probably aggression, it could be not really forcing someone to do something, but it could be that you only want things to be done your way. Or let's say you don't allow others' opinions to happen, or you don't listen to other people. So, sa tingin ko yun.
That is because para sa sarili ko, experience sa bahay. Lagi ko sinasabi ko sa mga bata, huwag kayong masyadong magyabang sa akin. Because I know in your home, you are being punished more than in school. Kasi, especially yung mga batang nasa public school, ang environment nila hindi maganda. Andiyan yung separate yung parents or nandyan yung parents pero laging nag-aaway. Ang reaction lagi is sakitan. Diba? Yun makikita mo sila. Those children who are not parang hindi sila masyadong wide to accept words na masyadong offended, masyadong na-offend. Sa bahay, yun ang nangyayari sa kanila. Mahirap yung sitwasyon. At the same time, mas madalas na nakakakita ng mga violent behaviors. Like, bugbugan sa kapitbahay, bugbugan sa loob ng tahanan. Kaya, tapos, pag pinarasal sila ng mga parents nila, puro physical. Kasi ganun ang nangyayari sa mga remote areas na nakatira. Usually. Hindi lang sa remote. Meron din sa mga medyo may kayang mga tahanan, di ba? May makaya. Pero kasi usually, mas nakikita siya kasi crowded yung place. So, nakikita nila na, ang tatay ko pag nagagalit sa akin, lagi akong pinapalo, lagi akong kinukutusan. Or, the worst, sinasako pa yan, binibitin. Diba? So, yung hindi nila kayang gawin sa parents nila, ginagawa nila sa mga classmates nila, ginagawa nila sa mga nagiging acquaintances nila sa labas. Pag nagkaroon sila ng kaibigan, konting kante, suntok agad. So, pili ko ganun.
Okay. Sa bullying and aggression, so I think more of the bullying, it's probably due to lack of attention. So I think kids or students or children who bully other people, they seek attention from other people. Probably they don't get that much attention at home or from their friends. So I think it starts from there. Aggression, it could be that they see that from someone close to them. Pwede they see it in their parents, or sana hindi sa teacher, or it could be from their friends, or media. from yung mga shows na pinapanood nila or the movies that they see.
Okay, how did I handle? Many times, I have to confront them, that only the two of them. Kasi lagi ina-avoid na, do not scold the child in front of their classmates. Kasi you are only parang provoking. Kapag napapahiya mo yung bata, mas lalo mo lang pinapagrabe yung attitude mo. So, kailangan secret place. So, usually, meron naman kami tinatawag na homeroom guidance. So, ako yung pinaka-guidance counselor nila. Then, tapos, they will always be placed into log book. Gumagawa sa mga promises nila na to be as usual. Tapos, kailangan ano mo sila, make peace mo silang dalawa. Kasi, may possibility na if the quarreling will not finish in school, mag-aabang sila sa labas, so sila sa labas magsusunod. Yun ang madalas na nangyayari. There is always an parang may laging bridge ang teacher para ma-solve yung problem in school. We do not allow those kind of bullying be finished sa labas. So sa loob pa lang, pinifinish na namin. Kapag hindi kaya, we call the attention of the parents and we tell the parents what happened. Both parties, ini-invite namin yan. We do not allow the child to go home without the parents knowing kung ano yung nangyari. Para whatever happens sa labas, they will know it.
Bullying and aggression, ako first and foremost, pag bullying kasi minsan iniisip lang natin yung kailangan ng attention yung nag-bully. But the truth is, mas kailangan ng attention ng nag-bully because, yun nga, I think they lack attention. So, when you talk to them, hindi lang dun sa nag-bully, also dun sa bully. You ask them, why are you doing this? And maybe help them process yung feelings or emotions that they have. Why are they resorting to bullying or to violence? So, I think talking to them and probably offering suggestions on what they can do to get what they want without involving in bullying or violence or aggression. How to handle bullies. Not necessarily being able to fight back or retaliate, but I will inform her to seek help outside the situation. Maybe go to a teacher or go to a counselor. Anywhere there are bullies, any age, you can be bullied. So it's up to you on how you will handle.